Well, hey, howdy, hey, everybody. It is me, your friend Stephanie, here with Healthy, Happy Living with Stephanie, this fantastic YouTube channel that has brought so many fantastic people that are practitioners of holistic and health mindedness all in one place. And as you know from my former interviews, I have just been networking like a crazy person over the last year and a half to 2 years. And I've met all of these amazing people that do all of these cool things that I had never learned about before. And so I feel really selfish if I keep that to myself. So the whole premise of this YouTube channel is for me to share these amazing folks and these practitioners that do some really cool stuff with you, so that if it is something that you need or want in your life, then you have some information about who this person is and why it is that they do what they do. And then you can make a decision for yourself should you want to take part in their services. It's really just a burning desire to share. I mean, last year in 2019, I put on the Frisco Wellness Fair, and that was my attempt to be able to share these great people with at least our community. But I find that this YouTube channel is giving us a much broader audience, a way to share this with so many more people. So today, I'm so excited. I have the pleasure of interviewing Azmina. And Azmina, you're going to have to tell me the specific name, because I could mess it up, of your company. What is the name of your company?
Yeah, so I started a business called Tarot and Tea. Super simple, Tarot and Tea.
Yes. And Azmina and I had a great conversation. I don't know, what was that, like 2 weeks ago? And I have watched this young lady really do an amazing job of finding things that she are like in her zone of genius, things that she really loves to do and things that she's really passionate about, and sharing that with our community in our neighborhood. So I wanted to talk to her a little bit further and find out more about her. And we talked for like an hour. It was great.
It was
So let me ask you something. So where did you grow up?
So I grew up right here on the border of Plano and Frisco. I've been here forever. Um, I mean, I just don't see myself moving. I don't know.
Right. So you're born and raised here in North Texas.
Yeah.
Love it here. Clearly you got a pretty great upbringing. I mean, I feel like you are a very well-rounded kind of gal. So it says something about this area. Now, so you live here too. So not wanting to really move out of the neighborhood, what is that, or at least this area, what is it that pulls you into this space? What makes you feel like you're grounded here?
There's just so many different people here, different religions, different backgrounds, different ages, different types of families. I just feel like there's everything here. So I just want to connect with every single person, just see what's going on. Everything in the Frisco area just changes so freaking fast. I can't even keep up with it. So I don't want to move.
Yeah, it's very true. Now let's back up a little bit and tell us a little bit more about Tarot and Tea.
Yeah, so Tarot and Tea is a metaphysical online business. So I have a little shop. We offer candles, intention candles. So for love, prosperity, sacred smudging. We have sage bundles, oils, mists, all kinds of metaphysical supplies. I also offer online and phone call tarot readings.
Cool. And tell me, because this was really cool, how long have you been doing tarot?
So I've been doing tarot. I just started doing it professionally a couple months ago. I've been doing it for like 7 years now. So I mean, I'm obsessed with it. It's just, again, there's just so much to it. So many different types of cards. It's interesting. There's always different meanings to it.
Yeah. I will have to share a story with you offline sometime about the last tarot reading I had. It was fascinating. I was just fascinated by it. It's just such an interesting modality of learning things about yourself, or learning things about what's going on in your life. It's really cool. So what would you say is one of your superpowers?
Gosh, okay. This is the question that I always have a problem.
Dig it in deep, dig it deep.
Okay. One of my superpowers is that, you know what? I'm so energetic and I just want to do everything and I do everything. Like there's not one thing on my list that I haven't done or I'm just going to mope around about. I think that I make a list and I get to it, and that's my superpower.
Yeah, you are very motivated and just
Yes, yes,
you are
yes.
in action. You are just a go-getter and someone who I can see you setting your sights on something and you just take off and you go for it.
Yes.
Especially when it's in alignment with you, in alignment with what you're about and your energy. I think that that's what I've seen
Yeah.
about you so far. That's awesome. Because you also used to do, was it face painting and kids parties and stuff like that?
Yep, I used to do like a whole kids entertainment where I had balloon twisters, yard signs, face painters, art parties. That was really fun. That lasted a couple years, but then Corona happened, and it kind of made me realize it wasn't what I wanted to do. So
Well, and when the opportunity kind of closes the door on you,
yeah, that was a
not very
big
many,
factor.
yeah, makes it really, really tough. Well, cool. What is one thing that you found, you're speaking about this time in our lives, right? What do you feel like is special or meaningful to you about this particular time in our existence?
So I think that this time has made everybody realize what they actually want to do. I've seen so many people posting, messaging me, calling, saying, I really don't like this job I'm doing, or I'm stuck at home. Like I need a creative outlet. And that's the word that I want to focus on is creativity. I think that people are really like, whether it's baking something or trying a new sport or yoga or whatever it is, I think the whole creativity is what's getting in people's heads right now. And that's amazing. It's really
Yeah.
nice to see something like that.
It's what I'm thinking of is, like I got my sewing machine back out. I've
Yeah.
been crocheting more than I normally had in the past year or two. I think that it's certainly causing us all to sort of slow down and
Yeah.
really focus in on things that it eliminates some of our choices. Let's put it that way. So when you have options in your home to be creative, I think that's wonderful. And especially with baking or cooking or, oh yeah, get in there. How I am with healthy food, I'm all about it. So if you can cook something that's going to be healthier for you, go for it. I love that. So what is one of your just all-time favorite, let's kind of hone in on this tarot reading. So what is one of your all-time favorite accomplishments with the tarot reading, so specifically?
Tarot reading accomplishments. It wasn't me. I actually had a reading done from
Okay.
somebody else. And it kind of goes with me. Okay, I'll just explain. So I had a reading done a while back, and she told me that I would start a business with this whole tarot thing. And at the time, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's just a hobby. I don't want to turn that into a business. She kept bringing it up because I got multiple readings done from her. And then I don't know what happened, just out of nowhere. I just started this business and now I'm offering tarot readings to others. So it's like a whole cycle. So I think that was a big accomplishment that she helped me kind of, I guess, put it in my subconscious. And hopefully I'm doing that to others.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you're not just doing the tarot reading either. I mean, you have created a whole line of products. You have, the whole everything that you've done. I mean, I know what goes into creating products with regards to the manufacturing, the labeling, all of that
Yeah,
processing, all of that is heavy stuff.
it's a lot of
So,
work.
yeah, I think that included is a great accomplishment, at least from what I know of you so
I
far.
think it's
I think
exciting.
that's pretty great. Why do you really, what is it about you know, I see you striving, even though if something comes to you and it's part of what your next steps are for, let's say, what you're doing with your time, right? Why do you want to strive to be the best tarot and tea lady out there? Like, what is it that drives you to be really good at this?
I genuinely want to help people, and I know I can because I know I'm good at what I do, whether it's the tarot readings or the products I make. I know that these things work. It's not, people think it's a scam or this or this. I genuinely don't think that, and I believe in it. So that's why I want to be the best in it so I can help others.
I love that. Where did that desire to help others come from, do you think?
Well, I used to work with kids a lot. So I think that I was just always guiding kids, helping them kind of shape their future. And it just went from, seeing that, like, it just went from helping kids to kind of, like, kids aren't the only people that need help. Adults need a lot of help, like, a lot
Bingo.
of help.
Sometimes more than the kids, right? Because we're all
Yeah.
set in our ways.
Yep. And especially if these adults are going to be shaping these kids, yeah, they definitely need help.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. That is so great. So, can you tell us some success stories from people that you have helped? Are there some success stories that you have that just light you up, that make you, when you think about it, it makes you appreciate what you're doing?
Yeah, it does. So maybe like 9 months ago, I had done a reading for somebody, and I told her that she's going to be moving to another city in a certain time frame. And I don't know what happened. Like, it was just one of those things. Like, I was super specific, just one of those random spurts. And she just kind of laughs about it, blah, blah, whatever. And then 3 months into it, she's like, hey, I'm just looking at apartments. Like, it's nothing serious. And then next thing you know, she has her whole apartment. And she's like, Azmina, book your ticket with me, like, help me move. It was just so, like, out of nowhere. And then we kind of backtracked. I was like, hey, like, do you remember that I said this and I said this and I said this? And she was like, you know what? You're right. Like, I can't believe this is happening. And she is so happy over there. I haven't seen her happier.
That is so amazing. Look at that. Look at how you know, and the ability to read these tarot cards and to be able to sort of translate that into what someone needs. It's really fascinating to me. How did you know, how did you know that you had that in you?
Um, I feel like when I was a little kid, I would have like little moments, but I just kind of blow them off, or I just have people tell me, oh, it's whatever, it's your imagination. But then, like, coincidences started happening. And as I got older, I write them down, or like, it really sticks in my head. So I started researching into it and found people that have like the same kind of things going on. And from there, meditation, journaling, grounding, all these things really help one's intuition. I think everybody has it.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're absolutely right, but not everybody listens to it.
Exactly.
That's the problem, right? Not everybody listens to that intuition. Well, can you tell us about, I don't like to use the word failure because I don't really believe it's a failure. Believe it's a learning.
Yeah.
But what is something that maybe was a stumbling block for you, or something that happened that's kind of stuck in your craw or whatever that might have taught you something?
So originally, Tarot and Tea was supposed to be a kiosk at Stonebriar Mall. I had gone through a series of approvals, ordered all my merch, made all my merch. Everything was set. Like the banners, signs, everything. And then we were supposed to open on Black Friday. And 1 week before Black Friday, mall management reaches out saying that they decided what I have to offer doesn't align with their policies. And I have my thoughts on this, and it really hurt me. I shut down for a good week, just like, what am I gonna do? Like, I have all these things, I'm really upset. And CJ actually commented and said, it's all about divine timing. And like, When
CJ is
she
a
said
mutual
that,
friend of ours, by the way. Yeah.
yes. So when she said that, it just kind of like hit me in the head. Like, you know what? You're right. Like maybe it just wasn't meant to be yet. And so I was like, okay, this is just going to make me go into plan B and like find other ways. So that's when I did online. I have my products in some stores already, some local like CBD stores, Pilates for Life in Allen. So, you just have to go with it.
Excellent. Good for you. You have to learn how to pivot. I think that that's the other thing that this time in our life has taught us is how do you pivot? If you are a single entrepreneur who has a product or service that you are offering to people and things like this come into play, you have to figure out, okay, well, maybe that was a boulder in the river, but how do we swim around it? How do we go around it so that we can keep moving forward? And especially if what you're doing aligns with who you are and what you are meant to be.
Yeah.
So
is something I definitely learned from that failure or kind of maneuvering.
Right. Wow. So did they, that's a question for another time. We'll talk about that offline too. Well, how can people find you, or is there anything else? Like, is there, I just see you as like this, again, a go-getter with a really great heart. Was there anyone in your life or anyone that really just kind of spoke into you other than this person who read tarot for you that made you kind of think that, where did you get all this from? Like, did you have family that are entrepreneurs that showed you or shared their story? Is there somebody in your life that you're just so inspirational to me, of someone who's really going after what you need, or what you want to do?
Thank you. I think I have a lot of friends with entrepreneurial mindsets.
Mhm.
But I also think I've worked enough jobs to know that the corporate life or those job life is not for me. I mean, the amount of work you put in, if you put that amount of work, you put 40 hours of work into yourself instead of for someone else, crazy things can happen. I think that it's just taking that leap, and I have no fear whatsoever. So I would
Yes,
take any leap.
that's very true. I think that's very true. And you keep that going, sister. Do
Thank
not let that
you.
fear go. Do not let it come in. Well, what is the best way for people to get in touch with you if they want to find out more about tarot and tea, or schedule a reading, or, find your products? What's the easiest way for them to get in touch with you?
So they can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/tarot tea Frisco, or
Okay.
Instagram at tarot tea Frisco. Either way, you can message me. I'm super quick to respond. I'm always on my phone.
Awesome. Do you have well, you need to take a break from your phone, but do you have are your products listed on those places where they
Yeah,
can?
so both of the social media links have my Etsy. You can order my products directly through the Etsy over there.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Azmina. I think you're just a beautiful person inside and out. And I'm really, really glad that you came and gave me this time today so that we can share a little bit about who you are and what you do and why you do it, to help other people, because we are all here to serve others. And the way that we do it in our own special, specific little ways is a treat to learn about your specific way. So thank you so much for being with me today, you guys. If I will put both of the links for her Facebook and her Instagram accounts below in the comments of this YouTube video. And please do share this with your friends, share this with your people in your life that might want to just dip their toe in and figure out what all this tarot and tea is all about.
Yay, thank you so much for interviewing. It was really
Absolutely. Well, you have a great day. We'll see you guys next time.